Guess we can rest a bit.
Reveal thyself!
I will have order!
Barbados, guide us!
Retribution! Order guide you. Solidified.
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
this? Have a little taste. Try. Retribution!
Add Astra. Add Astra. Thank you for
I don't need an umbrella, but you can use one if you need.
picked the wrong test subject. This is order.
Becomes the hunted.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you. I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back? We'll need more where that came from.
careless. You're open. Burn. Try this.
Quake! I suppose this will do.
Solidified! Who's there? Burning kiss? Got her! Ha! Ha! Who's there? Order guide you.
Go as planned! I swear by my sword! By royal decree!
Burn!
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Rise!
Odds reveal. Go as what?
Killjoy, we've only just begun. Send the secret away.
Verdict is... I will have order. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Looks like I went too far.
Wind, hear me. Go as
Retribution!
By royal decree.
Quickly.
Go as what?
This isn't good.
Verdict is...
Odds reveal thyself. Go as what?
Gather! Stabilize! Crumble!
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Stabilize!
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Barbados, guide us.
One man's stone is another man's gem. Certainly worth the extra mile.
Guess we're doing this.
Burn! This is order. Too tough.
Another test subject. Ah! That tingle?
Rise!
Time for
Retribution!
I wasn't done.
Solidify!
A hunter.
Burning this!
The wrong test. Suffocate.
Go as one!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Order guide you!
Go as one!
Retribution!
Wind, hear me!
Jab and cross!
Odds revealed! Go as one!
Stabilize!
Take
Barbados, guide us.
jab and cross. Just you wait.
This? I will have order. Burning this?
Wind, hear me.
This is order.
And take two to go.
By royal decree.
And take two to go.
Retribution!
Wings of darkness.
Burn!
Odds revealed by. Cry out my illustrious name. What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain? By royal decree!
Gather! Order guide you!
A wonderful sight indeed. Why, it reminds me of...
Verticus?
Oz revealed!
You should really bring the...
It should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
This will be interesting.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
Transfiguration!
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
My will embodied!
Verdict is...
Obey! Cryo incarnate! By royal decree!
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Retribution! This is order.
Transfiguration!
Whoa! We're gonna fall!
No escape from fate.
Is everyone okay? Look! The Celia's disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
No rest for the wicked. Gather! Verdict is... Dodge this!
Manifest!
Solidify!
By royal decree! Do your master's bidding! In your dreams!
Order guide you!
Shadow Raven, let...
Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Oz, reveal thyself! We're gonna fall! This time, we're really gonna fall! Ah! So high! Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
I will have order.
Cool it! This one will be frozen.
By ordinance divine. Obey!
Dodge this!
This?
Cool it! Midnight Venta.
Unleash!
Gather! Freeze!
Take your true form!
Time for retribution! Order guide you.
Oh, so sorry. Dodge this!
Learning this?
Look, over there! Could that be the Sunset Vermilionite? Is this it? It's so huge! That's true!
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow.
Like this.
Hold on a sec! Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no... But if we...
Don't worry. I can handle the...
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample is my safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle... You gotta be...
I'll go on ahead.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Huh. Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Cool it!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Solidify!
This one will be frozen in time.
Let the wind lead.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Just when will work resume?
Oh my god, I can't. How can she? Oh, my dear.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award...
My name isn't it. I was just delivering this for some...
Shenhua, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, but... in truth, if everything goes... As a side note, now, please
Shenhua!
Oh.
What kind of Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold her head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been
Well...
No need.
You can't do that. It's when you're hungry, you go eat something tasty.
Okay.
Great!
Hi there! Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky.
Great!
One of your room. Here, your key.
Shenhua, Paimon's good. Let's buy one for...
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me.
Hey! Isn't that clever? Let's go and say hi...
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhua too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool! So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one—
In other words,
not necessarily—
that's still so—
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of Indeed. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, moon-carved red ropes. It is only by—
Oh, now Paimon gets—
Huh. Ningguang, if she had— Let us conclude—
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all.
Master has relayed my situation to you.
Oh? How did—
I'd intended— I was worried that on top of this. After all, it's okay. The fault is mine for for this.
To be fair, we've met our fair— Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title Friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Jade Chamber, but...
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Byron!
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow. Wait, pleased to meet you.
Beto?
Sure am.
Huh.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yun.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm
Shenhe. I am there.
Good to meet you. Well, from today on, I guess all of us are friends. Miss Yun is also here.
It's an honor to be honest. Wow. Excuse me.
No.
In that case, Lady Ningguang, instead of compete... Sounds great.
The plastrite was... How'd I do?
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then. From what I've heard...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master...
Wonderful. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's... By the way, I'm looking for a... Ooh. The opera is... It's called... Excuse me, Matt.
Of course I have.
My name is...
Yunjin? Sorry. So, you're here to... The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard...
No, we were gonna ask you.
Sure. Well, you'll need to... If I remember correctly, Lady... It could take some work, but if you stick with it... Of course, it's probably...
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the... I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there. I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. Oh, this is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti. The divine damsel of devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool! A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite!
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work! Ugh, Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the divine damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah! This should be enough Star Splinter Iron. Now we just need to find that Symposium.
I think think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh.
Hello, sir. We were...
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, you...
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. The rumors were true. So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Sabrina. This place is deserted.
Huh?
Thank you, kind sir. Well, don't worry. Mingjin has no...
Okay, then let's...
The remains of a god. Does this mean that the the time frame certainly matches?
I suppose this will do.
Huh. What's this? So, now that I think about it, so that's why I've been getting... According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it. Oh, it looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back? You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
basically, we need to... Let's go back and tell Shen...
1 year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake!
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
Huh?
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it! That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Simon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
This is some top quality ore, you've guessed. Now it's my time.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a...
Leave the wonder course to me. Don't worry.
Much obliged, Master John.
I'll sort that out.
Oh?
Yes. When we first met, in fact, I came specific. Master also said she hoped maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, but now that our paths...
Thank you. So,
Fine by me. I'm at...
Whew. The sigils are ready.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else... Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, already? All three of you found the wonder cores and... I hereby
What? It's over already? So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed.
Huh? Where's
Captain Beto has some business to attend.
All right then. Guess we'll head on. This has been a lot.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the construction of the new Jade. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Miss Yun.
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your...
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would... The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the...
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all...
You're quite welcome.
A traveler, Shenhe?
You're next. What is your... I should clarify.
Wow.
Managing a if you want to...
Wow.
Your question, so I promised...
No more questions from us.
Me?
Yes, this is...
Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just...
Lady Ningguang.
Now that is the Harp. So... Yes. Perhaps someone you've met, in short.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beto.
Me? Ningguang. It's not gonna be
Don't worry.
Glad to hear it. Watch.
Beto? Ningguang?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the At that time, my wish has not changed. I hope that let the Ascension ceremony commence. Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it! Well, let's go fetch the Adepti!
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Retribution!
Oz, reveal thyself!
I will have order. Mein Fräulein, should you fall,
Retribution!
Barbados, guide us.
Shadow Wave! My royal She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing. I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with.
Good.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyun's...
Thank you.
Thanks to the medical... Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Great. I wasn't trying to...
Let the soldiers
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little... If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidence... have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during
While the position of Tianjuan remains
Shenhe, hopefully...
Yes. I can't explain it. I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please, in fact...
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like... Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be go...
Please, have a good rest. We must celebrate both...
The milliliths, but in hindsight, if we'd had more, you must learn from this experience. Wow! It's Paimon's first time at...
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink up...
Have you heard, Monsieur? Sure have. I hear she's going to perform...
Hey! Look!
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful! Paimon wants to learn too!
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an Adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
I need a more physically demanding job.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
This will be interesting.
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked. I summon thee! More signs that a treasure hoarder was here! This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
What's the hurry?
This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? That's... and the step would... and... help... Paimon doesn't feel so good. Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
You cannot. You have come as
An Abyss Herald?
Dane. Did he send you the Abyss? Is un.
What is this power? Pirate's never seen it before! Careful! Please don't get cocky!
Stabilize! Third it is.
I see. In that case,
Such a strong enemy! Who knew the Abyss? Huh? What is it? What are you... Oh, right!
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted... Tell me the
And then we fought a...
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go!
Retribution!
Those abyss mages...
No.
Oh, is looking for chaos devices, chaos
In fact, they seem to be... However, they look...
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and...
I certainly... But I have a feeling that their plan with this object, one cannot... Or rather, these abyss mages, like... All right. We shouldn't waste too much...
Guess we can rest a bit.
Ready for anything.
your night from day.
This is order. Heard it, kids?
There can be no excuse for defeat.
Oz, reveal!
Wind, hear me.
Wow! Besides the...
There are no, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time, forget it. The connection, but rather they are both
branches...
both origin...
Huh? Real? Oh. Oh! Right. As your gut... Huh? You have...
Is that... But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So...
So that's the complete story.
I see.
It seems your...
And then your brother...
The destruction of Conria...
That destruct... It seems the...
Huh.
And it was short...
Oh, Paimon...
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world. I probably know more about Khaenri'ah than both of you. Khaenri'ah was a nation without a god. It was a powerful...
A nation?
Later events. 500 years ago, the pride...
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss... Let's keep moving.
I will have order.
By royal
Retribution!
Dane was just...
No. These ruined...
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The people... The land is...
Fought for with steel...
After the destruction of Khaenri'ah, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time, they found their way to various ruins.
That sounds so sad.
Once you understand, but no matter.
I swear by my sword. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Verdictus? This is order.
Fullest blood! By royal decree! Huh?
Perhaps it really...
But...
Engulf the faith of...
What?
Loom of... It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-leaving machine? From the horde, so Dane...
I'm reading it now. An
How so?
In short,
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the open? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past, though you may not have been...
Last time it was... Well, the Abyss Order...
No, they won't just corrupt...
So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khanria. Though, of course, only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khanria. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite persistently. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osial's limbs to construct a mechanized god, and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven is the
Eye of the...
It would seem so.
This whole thing...
Yes. Thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to...
Oh boy. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah!
The cathedral...
Huh?
Nothing. A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animo Archon and actually... Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. When a non-believer... I have never risked... That's enough about that.
Okay, then...
I should warn the Church of also...
We're here to ask about a long time, nearly every in the church's records, as you... Of course? Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Sorry. Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. The tyrants... Oh, the many years... Balls of fire ring... People at that time... This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be. It's okay. Thanks anyway!
There's that pointless word, think.
Oh, Rosaria!
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident.
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it.
Indeed. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already had... Master Jean said you should...
But you're also a member of the clergy. Right! Look! Oh, but please, everyone...
I see. This could very well...
What is the...
No, that's unlike Osiris. Today, the Abyss Herald made... Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now. Order guide you.
I summon thee!
The closer we get to the target, the more...
Yeah, let's go...
I'm...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to... I cannot possibly... Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special. It's just my... You shouldn't place... Even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's...
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears,
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Khanria by the gods is the... well...
What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing?
Oh, Master Rosaria...
Then your help is... I just scouted out. Rosaria told me that, but the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like the Abyss Order already...
Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus, this god's spirit... Okay,
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us...
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks... Oh no!
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
No,
I will have order!
By royal decree...
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Barbados, guide us.
Stabilize! Time for retribution! Order guide you!
Go as one!
The end is nigh.
Go as one! By royal decree!
All life will perish.
Wings of darkness! Come!
Wait, hear me. Barely a scratch.
Burn! The world. The ceremony was in. How does an old spirit have such determined? No matter. This is but a small.
It disappeared.
Thank you. You came.
But still, the Abyss Herald under us.
Lupus Boreas. I too didn't.
Wait. So you mean?
Thank you. You.
No, we are. Besides coming to.
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been
Yes.
Fireball. Anyway, it sounds like, but in this story.
Don't know. But.
Yes, you were a bit. We need to keep investigating some.
Yes. You too. Also.
Well, there was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
Dane, there you are! Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success? I see. Well then, we
Huh? Really? Just
that information combined with, for example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased.
Paimon gets it. After it was dipped then, back then.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
So what did you see? Huh?
This requires using element. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype?
As the Abyss Order, and if the limbs of and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine throne. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must no matter where we may hide it.
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it Let's go back to those. I'll make sure it.
It looks like...
Oh, great. I didn't think we'd This was a last-minute situation, and
To put it simply, I have tasked... The nature of their day-to-day work is highly sensitive and confidential. Yes, you were the person who came to me this... And yet, just as it happens...
But the outcome of this is a good
Anyway, this may add to the debt of gratitude I owe you. But the fact is, your arrival here... I wouldn't worry. All basic skills required by competent...
If you have any... The administrative work Lady Ningguang touched upon just now is only...
Don't be mistaken. All right.
Yes, Lady Ningguang. Before I get into as a member of my usual job, for example, arranging her daily schedule, picking out clothes for her.
Baisha has... I'm sure she was...
Back to the topic. Bai Xiao and I can go through the methods I use, all in a day's work. Currently, there are 130... Yes, I'll go through them first. Then I'll discuss... Right after that, there's...
Yes, you do. You need to take ample knowledge of all. I assume this is all making sense. Unless you had any other questions at this point? Good. Then let's press on. We're tied on already?
Wonderful. Then I'm grateful for your assistance. If anything else is unclear...
Take care, Lady Ningguang. Good. Excellent work. You've got quite a knack for this. Please be here at with you helping out here. We will be able to focus fully on the auction. I hope so too.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good morning. Did you sleep well? That's good. Now then, item 1. Ah, yes. I remember... No, someone I've never met before. Otherwise, tens of... That's right. To be clear, time is gradually it developed into a lucrative... Yes, that naturally. As for how much my insight... You're very lucky in the hands of a professional business person. There's no need to... Did you organize this entire breakfast? Uh-huh. Please, sit. What do you think? Is the Still, I'm happy to... On occasion, breakfast also isn't usually so lavish, hence my surprise when we got... I actually thought you had cooked it all... Relax. You willingly took this work on, knowing that it would be tedious, and you have worked... Treating you to some food is but a small token of our... Breakfast, if you wake up to this... Well, I have some preparations to make for it. I need a change... Who knows? I already instructed Longyang to... Thank you.
Hello, how may I help? Ah, yes, of course. Here you are. Please give the... Yes, this Lady Ningguang asked us to rearrange... Any...
Did you get it? Ah, this is the one. Please. I had this specially tailored recently, and I must say, what do you think? Be honest. I just want to know your first impression. Phew. Thank you. Knowing that it has your seal of approval makes me feel much more... Oh, then it's mere flattery. I never knew you. All right.
Lady Ningguang.
Sorry to have...
No.
Great. This is the travel. She happened to be... Do you mind if...
No, not at all. I've always been... Oh, I'm Luo Qiao. That's what I want.
Rumors? About what exactly?
You know. You haven't heard? Come on. And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you?
The Traveler is even putting us...
Oh,
you're comparing... I've missed out on...
investment?
No.
Oh, but...
If it were really... I had my secretary do some analysis, so I would advise...
I see.
In my opinion, there are many people around with ulterior motive. Long term, it's very...
You think so too, huh? Okay, maybe it'd... Lady Ningguang.
Good.
Now I see. You think clearly. You are very...
You've been listening for a while. Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you? That means you also... If you are in need of...
I won't take up any more.
See you next time. Right then. I'm a little... Good. Then let's... So, even though... Come on.
Lady Ningguang.
I couldn't help it.
We're about ready and...
Very good.
Huh?
Yes.
Then we'll leave the...
Have you attended an auction before? Well, would you like to participate? All right then. Check out the item. It's about time to start. Yes? What is it? That's for you to make. It's precise. Until the bids... Perhaps this does not result in... Yes. The first lot is a teacup from my personal collection. Bids starting at 10,000 mora.
20,000!
30,000!
50,000.
80,000! 80,000!
I'll raise that to
120.
All right, 150,000.
150 once?
100 and...
180 once? 180... 180!
It's mine now.
Okay then, You seem to be getting quite into it. What a shame that you didn't manage to go home with anything. Of course it did. That's because I didn't come here to sell my things. I'm sure you must find it quite odd that all these... Since you're curious, why not go and talk to the buyers?
Today wasn't my day. There were too many bidders, and they all seem... I guess I'll just have to wait for the next auction.
I may have paid an arm and a leg for this, but in the end, I got the result I wanted. Nothing of Ningguang's could ever be overinflated. I'm far from the only buyer who believes that
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. Guess we can rest a bit.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
I may have paid an arm and a leg for this. Nothing of Ning. I'm far from the...
Huh? You want to know why I paid so much? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Because sure, the item may look pretty ordinary, but that's probably just because I'm not a connoisseur, so I don't know how to appreciate it. But I figured I'd buy it first, then go get it appraised by an expert. Then I'll be rich.
Well, did you find the... That's certainly... Despite this, they were all willing to pay very dearly for them. You'll see shortly. The one who spent the most money will... If all I wanted to do was make some quick mora by exploiting their blind faith in me, I have a million more effective... Every participant...
Lady Ningguang, something doesn't seem as unlikely as this sounds, and please forgive me for even bringing it up, but I had to ask. You weren't selling counterfeits today, were you?
Counterfeits? Absolutely not. What motive would anyone have for making copies? They are simply ordinary items. And there was no coercion or enticement during the auction.
Because we trusted you. Everyone knows that you love Mora, but we also know that you made your fortune through honest means.
You seem to have entered into dangerous linguistic territory there. You should know that unless you have evidence to support your outlandish claims, of course, if you have any genuine...
You're fine. Yes, technically, it was all legitimate. But if word gets out about today's, I guess what I'm saying...
Let me answer that with a question.
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps it could be something to do with a lost item from the original Jade Chamber. When the Jade Chamber fell, countless valuable items from my collection plunged into the sea. I organized a salvage operation, but still there were many items unaccounted for. A considerable number of these made their way back into Liyue Harbor through means unbeknownst to me.
Wait, you mean...
Yes. Everyone attending the auction today is in possession of lost property belonging, or, to put it another way, they were all people who have had a taste of something that was mine and convinced themselves. So I ask you again. The sole reason I held this auction is to reclaim my... If you are willing to return what is mine, I will
All right, fine. You drive a hard bargain like everyone says. I'll go and get it right now. Please just wait here.
Despite his bad attitude, the issue was that all items of mine that I could have bought them back, but it's not in my nature to pay. After making some inquiries, I found them to be most uncooperative. So I had to resort to this auction to finally put a stop. I just wanted my thing. At most, what do you think it was about the Jade Chamber that defeated Osile? Well, it's great with every piece of the Jade, but in the end, it's hard not to get a little irked thinking about it. Thank you for Now I've got one of the secrets of history.